Hey there, it's Aaron again. Welcome to another video about things that happen or my experiences in the Philippines as an expat from the United States. I want to talk about giving back today. And what I mean by that is when you're here, if you're on a long-term stay, you really need to find something to do. Okay? I've seen the expats who post YouTube videos that have been here for over a year that say they kind of get bored. They can't. You can only go to the mall so many times, right? It becomes a necessity more than a joy or a good experience. So what we have found as part of our passion is giving back. And what I mean by that is there's two different ways that we see it here in the Philippines. One is charity. Yes, involving money. The other is public service, involving your time, not necessarily your money. And in public service, I really want to hit on the fact that it's more of your presence that the people like than your actual labor that you're giving back. And I'll explain a little bit about that. But when it comes to charity, yes, giving money. And when you give money, you should really look at it on the local level, at the paroque level, which is like the smallest entity that you can have here. You have the regions, you have the barangay, then you have the paroque, and I believe that's correct based on my wife helping me with that. So at the paroque level, what we have done is we've sponsored some of the local kids in their schooling. After about a year, we looked at the kids and just made a determination of where we thought the talent really was that would be exploited. Exploit is the wrong word to use. That would be developed. I don't mean exploit. There's no benefit to us, only the kids and their families. So we selected 4 kids that we wanted to send to school, and it's very, very cheap. I mean, I'm talking like $10 a year, cheap, out in the valley. So we do that for them, and we expect nothing in return whatsoever. It's just our gift to them to help them in life. It gives them hope. And the thing that my wife says is that the people here, they don't want your money. They don't want your stuff. They want hope. That's what they're looking for, is hope. And there will be guys who will see this video and they'll say, yes, they do want your money. Well, that's a whole different story for whole different reasons. I'm just talking about the kids, which is what our passion is. Donate for local programs there in the paroque. Maybe they're having a New Year's event or a Christmas event or a birthday event. Donate for them. And some of the things that we've done is we give the kids candies when we visit, some coins. We play games with them. We've had games between Christmas and New Year's with the local paroque at the church level. We buy ice cream, like if it's one of our birthdays, we'll have a cake and some ice cream, and the kids get it. It's not for us, it's for them. We enjoy giving to them and seeing their smiles. I mean, you need to understand that at the lowest level here in the Philippines, a child can only wish for an ice cream cone or wish for a couple extra pesos to buy a candy, or wish for that candy, and they will dream about it. I mean, the stories that I've heard and what I've seen, you just can't fathom this when you're in the United States, when you're, I would say, dumb, fat, and happy, which is most of us there. Even the poorest of poor in the United States, someone who's living in their car, has more than the poorest poor here, or the richest poor here, however you want to see it. Don't forget about that. We don't come to be kings and queens. We come because we enjoy the country. Maybe we have a loved one here. But you have to be willing to give something back. And it really helps consume your time, give you something to focus on if you can do that at a variety of levels. Bring goodies for the kids. It can be found here in the Philippines. You don't need to haul 10 pounds of chocolates from the United States. Yeah, it's a little more expensive here, but there's different varieties too. Public service. This is where we've now gotten into an area of by just looking at Facebook, looking what's in our area, how can we contribute. And we met some really great people doing some really great things that are honest people. You have to be careful here, just like anywhere in the States. And there's so many crooks that want your money all over the world. Just know what you're getting into and know about them before you give them any money if you do that. But public service is the way to do it. That way money's not involved. Food banks. There are programs here where a food bank will go into a particular paroque or barangay, and they will serve children a meal once a week for 12 weeks. And they focus on those kids who are malnourished. And there's different ways to qualify malnourished kids, but they take these kids from malnourishment up to fully fed and healthy kids over 3 months, and then they go on to the next barangay and the next barangay, and it's a wonderful program. Orphanages, I don't know a lot about those here in the Philippines, but I can assure you there are many kids here, like there are in the States, who can benefit from some kind of help from you. Completely at your discretion, how you want to do that. Whether it's time or money, that's up to you. But I know they need your help. Rotary Club. Rotary is very active around the world. I know they're very active here in Asia. I've seen them very heavy in India. Now I see them here in the Philippines and see them throughout Southeast Asia. And Rotary is a big contributor here. And you can get involved. It's best, I think, to become a Rotarian in the U.S. and then when you travel abroad, you can get involved. Because when you try to get involved internationally, I have heard that they become suspicious of what your motives are, because there are foreigners, believe it or not, that will come here and try to scam the natives, for whatever reason. So there may be other ways to give back. I've seen quite a few good things happen with the expats. I keep coming back to this thing that no good deed goes unpunished. Well, there's some truth to that. You just have to be careful. You have to find out, is giving in your heart, is it something you want to do or not? If it's not, don't get involved. Don't force yourself. But you may find out if you step out there one time that's something that you really are interested in doing. If it's in your heart or a passion like it is for my wife and I for you, then step out there, find something to do. I can tell you this, that we had the opportunity, we were very fortunate to hook up with the local food bank here in this city. And we went on one of their feedings. We had a wonderful time. Wonderful time. We weren't willing to work, but they didn't want us to work. They just wanted us to be there. They wanted us to participate in handing the things out to the kids and talking to the kids and helping the kids. It was great. They fed them. They gave them rice for the week. They gave them a book to read for the week, and they'll go back next week and do the same thing over and over. And they weigh these kids every week. It's a wonderful program. A wonderful couple here involved with this, American expat from Washington, and then a local Filipina. So, there are lots of opportunities. You have to find out what's right for you. But I can tell you, it's very rewarding to see those kids smile and wave and, grab your hand and do the blessing to their head when they don't even know who you are, but they know you're some white guy, right? And believe me, I don't like using my skin color to an advantage, but, the guy who runs the food bank said they love to see you. They love to know that you care enough to come and to see them and for them to see you. So, if you're humble and you're loving and you have a passion, find something to do. But if it's not for you, don't do it. So those are my 2 cents about being involved here. I'm sure there are lots of other opportunities that I'm just not aware of because I haven't been here full-time very long. If you have any suggestions, please leave a comment, send me an email, post a video for other people to see, and tell about what's available in the Philippines, how you can get involved. There are big names involved here, in particular in Davao. There's a Tim Tebow Children's Hospital. I know that, but I hope this is good information for you. It's been a learning experience for us. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you do, like the video, subscribe. I'll be doing more videos about our experiences here in the Philippines. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.